Oh, okay, there we go. I had to reset the stream. I don't know exactly what was going on there. I think the problem might have been that I had multi-streaming on, so I'm streaming to not just YouTube but Facebook and Twitch. I turned that off and just went straight to YouTube, and maybe that'll work out. But I haven't had this problem ever before using all three all multi-streaming here, so we'll see what happens though. I'll wait for people to trickle back in here a little bit. Definitely something I'll fix up, I guess. Yeah. Oh man, I'm out of water and I too. Okay. Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. But my main point right now, guys, is as people start to trickle back in here, maybe that'll work out. Let's see. Yeah, let me add some stuff back up here very fast. Will we reach first? All right. Let's see. There you go. And hey, Aaron, happy to see you back as well. So I'm fixing some stuff up very fast. The last stream, the like a few minutes ago, the Woody call was messing up the upload signal. So I restarted the stream, and hopefully that'll help it out. And I'm not streaming to Facebook or Twitch right now, just YouTube. Maybe that'll help out a little bit as well here. But I wanted to put up a. There we go. A poll question for you guys, and there we go. All right, people should be trickling in here. I think I might have messed something up though, because the way YouTube works, I'm only allowed to send you guys so many notifications. So I know people were notified of the first video. I don't know if they're actually going to be notified of this one, so it may have lower viewership, but that's fine. Um, but basically here, guys, we're having these higher lows, higher lows and then lower highs. We should be squeezing up here pretty soon. I'm optimistic that the volatility you're going to be able to make money from it. It keeps on saying no data. This might be something with my internet provider, not something with my computer. I'll have to keep an eye on it for sure for you guys. Right now it says excellent collection. We'll see how that works out. And Harold W, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is a little bit better now. It could just be Xfinity. Every now and again, Xfinity throttles data for some reason if it thinks I'm streaming too much. But I haven't been streaming all too much, I don't think, over the past few days. I'll keep track of it. I have my little task manager up here ready for it. Let's see. Oh, there you go, Aaron. I appreciate that. Thanks for doing the little bell icon. That's the difference between seeing my content when I'm ready to post it and when I'm not. And it does mean a lot. Let me see. Let's go to performance, Wi-Fi. It says I'm sending 0. Oh, it probably just has to wait a couple seconds. But yeah, I haven't. It doesn't say I'm receiving like 8 kpbs or kbps. Not much there. But it says I'm not sending much there. So hopefully it continues working out okay. I know you guys can't see what's on my screen right now, but I want to make sure it doesn't mess up again. Otherwise, I'll have to wait until tomorrow. Oh wait, I'm using Ethernet. That's why I'm using Ethernet, not Wi-Fi. Ethernet, I'm sending about 8 megabytes per second, and I'm receiving about 1 megabyte per second. So that should work out pretty well I think, for now. 7.88, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll see if it takes a dip or something like that over the next few minutes. Who knows? But anyway, back to the little show here, guys. I'm optimistic that whatever way we move here, I don't know if we're going to be breaking out or breaking down, but I want you guys to have a plan in case we do one or the other. The big thing here, well, let's talk about breaking out first. Let me get rid of all this other stuff here. The big thing you guys need to know is what I was trying to tell you guys before the Wi-Fi went all kadoozy, is the fact that we do have these levels of resistance here, even if we do break out. Now, let me just draw the scan fan level for you guys right now and see if there is a difference between the tether and the US dollar. Just give me about like 1 minute. I don't think it'll take too long at all. Let me just do over here. Let's go over here. Where's my horizontal line? And let's just do this at 69,000. There we go. And let's put a vertical line right. Where's my vertical line? There we go. Right here. Find the lowest low we can find. There we are. Now, we don't actually need to do anything as far as the regular 45-degree angle. All I'm looking for now is just the negative 45-degree angle here. So I'm going to put a trend angle right here. 69,000 again. And we want a negative 45. And then I want to do a Ganfan level. Let me just pull this up here. Where's my Ganfan? Oh, right, that's right. I messed up that one as well. Not messed it up, but I took all the color out of all these Ganfans, so basically I have to re-put them in here. But technically all I really want right now is I think the 8 to 1, maybe the 4 to 1. We'll see. I don't think the 4 to 1 is going to be much use to us this far back. That's not going to be much help for us. I guess it really is quite a bit different from the Tether versus the USD, because the USD, it's way over here. Look at that. Unless this glitched out and actually messed it up. Let me see. Nope. This negative 45-degree angle. Negative 45-degree angle. That is a little wild right there. Any support right there. Is it really supposed to be that different? Or something's off. So that's the, yeah, so this isn't supposed to be, okay, hold on. There we go. I don't know why it adjusted. Okay, that makes more sense. So as far as this one's concerned for Tether, actually, well, this is our support level. While on the USD chart, both matter, which is kind of a stupid way. It's kind of stupid. But people use both of these, and algorithms use both of these. So for the Bitcoin USD, this particular Ganfan level is actually our level of resistance. It was a support level way back over here on the weekly chart, not really the daily. The weekly, we held it. Then we broke down. And so far, as far as the USD is concerned, Bitcoin USD, the level of resistance is around 32,540. But interestingly enough, on the Bitcoin UST, this is our level of support right now. So use both of these if you guys want to. I guess both are kind of relevant here, but maybe if we do break down below this trend line here, you might find some type of support right around here, around $28,000 or so, kind of matching up with a close enough to a round number. It's like $28,045.42, but about there, which I think is pretty interesting. Normally you don't see them very too much. But yeah, I better do some more. I need to have a specific Ganfan level for us just for USTD. I wasn't aware of that one. And hey Matt, I'm waiting for the CPI data to come out Friday, but I was wondering if there was a site or something that can view the data release as it happens. No, I haven't found anything that's like that fast. It's usually you got to go to like the Federal Reserve website or the what do you call it? I always forget what it's called. U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is where you're going to get it really fast. Preferably, what I would do is I would just go over to cnbc.com and at 5:30 in the morning, my Pacific time, if you hit the watch live button, it should start playing it for you. Or an easy way to do this is, I don't know if you trade stocks, but I recommend if you guys do trade stocks, no affiliate link, they're not paying me to say this. I prefer TD Ameritrade, and one of the nice things about TD Ameritrade is within the application on your, if you download the application and you guys upload it to computer, there's a small TV little icon within that where you can actually watch CNBC live while you're actually investing and trading, which I do quite a bit here. So if you want that, or you can just use cable TV and go to it, or you can just type in CNBC News Live, like literally live free. Now I have virus software. I never found a virus coming from this website, but just in case, livenewsnow.com. Watch CNBC Live News. If you wanted to use that one, that works for me. I have an ad blocker on there as well, and it's just because I don't pay for cable. I pay for like every streaming service imaginable, but not cable, which is again kind of nice. Why I have TD Ameritrade for trading stocks. All right, and hey, Michael. While not many people are here, could you give your thoughts on Knot USTD? Might have done it yesterday and I missed it. Bitget released 3 months ago, up to 25% last week. Knot, yes. Let me see more about Knot here. I actually have a bit of Knot, I believe, and the reason is, I'm still going to show you here. Launchpad. There should be Knot in here. I think it is. There it is, Knot. Yeah. I have a little bit of this. I have a little bit of ZBC. I have a bunch of this stuff. Normally, what I do is I put a good amount of money into these before I can before they launch, and then as soon as they pump up, I make a money selling about a third of it, and then they give me a third of the rest of it, like quarter by quarter, if you will. But yeah, let me take a quick look at it here. Now, I knew I had some, but I have not looked at it in forever. So let me go over here very fast before more people kind of hop in here. What's the best way to do this? Let's actually just open up a whole nother dashboard. I need to have a dashboard or a layout specifically just for question ones. That way all the basic technicals there without me having to do all the extra stuff. And I've named this thing like 1,000 times, and TradingView really does not like me. Main YouTube stream. Save. Okay. Now let's go to unnamed here. And this is a fib circle for Bitcoin. I don't think we need this right now. There we go. Crypto, Bitget. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else very fast instead of Bitget. Am I going to be able to find it somewhere else? Hold on a second here. And this is the same one. Okay. Just making sure before I go diving into it, because a lot of them have different names. So maybe QuickSwap has a different one. Nope. Maybe Gate.io has another one. Okay. So this is the weekly chart. Let's go to the daily chart. All right, so it's definitely down from where it opened up right here. It looks like it's doing fine. It looks like somebody freaking loaded up as much as they could, and this is the person causing this move, if I'm being frank here. Some guy loaded up and he will dump eventually, so just be careful and trade this with a stop loss. But what I'm seeing right now is not much technicals here, unless maybe I go to a 4-hour chart. Maybe Bitget has a little bit better one, I guess. Not much. There's not much liquidity in this, so it's making it very hard to do any actual technical analysis for this. My best guess for this one, man, is if you wanted to trade this, not really much technicals there, maybe a little bit of breakout there. What I would be doing is waiting for a dip probably to come on, or you can just buy whenever, it doesn't matter. But you would want to just be continually holding it and then having a stop loss in place and then not messing with it if the stop loss moves. So like for instance here, it's at like 24.5 cents basically. If I wanted to buy right here, I would have a stop loss pretty, you're going to make this an aggressive stop loss, like all the way back down here. It's like 22 cents or so. That way your stop loss at this point is going to be around like 10%, 9.5%. You have to kind of do it a little bit more than you might like to, just because of how these dips may appear. Like this dip from here to here was about 7% or so. So you have to be ready for that type of thing to play out. But at this moment in time, it looks like it's getting pumped up. For whatever reason, I do not know. But I do know that you will find people wanting to buy this up as it continues to rise up. Just make sure you have that stop loss, though. Because eventually the guy that most likely loaded up right here, he may dump some stuff out there. So just be careful with it. Or this just may have been some type of buyback program from the coin owners. I don't know. A lot of coins right now that are kind of fearing this bearish market where things may get really bad, according to Jamie Dimon and Elon Musk. You may see them try to do some type of smaller buyback program just to kind of keep the value or the market cap of their coin afloat. If you guys go over to coinmarketcap.com and just go over here to like page 6 or something, you'll see a lot of coins around 32,000 or $32 million, I think. Small millions and millions of dollars. Well, if Bitcoin goes down another 25% to the 200 weekly moving average, well then guess what? You could see a lot of these market caps get cut in half, and then that might cause an all-out panic here, especially since while let me see if I can go back to this front page. While Bitcoin for the year may only be down 36%, while Ethereum for the year may be down 50%, BNB is only down 45%, ADA is down 53%, Dogecoin's down 54%, Solana's down 78%. That's because there are issues. Tron up 4% year to date. AVAX is down 78%. Right, so some things are down really bad. But the more you go further back here to lower market cap coins, you see stuff like FIDA is down 87%. Some of them are okay, like Gomez or Gomes. Gome 2. Sorry, I got context in and they're not the good type. 54% down. Hopper 43% down. Teller 63% down. Oh, you have some stuff like here, like Santos FC fan token. Not sure what that is, but it's up 32% year to date. But you're gonna see stuff like this. Wrapped NCG 9 Chronicles Gold. It's down 90% year to date. And you know, you're gonna have problems with a lot of that stuff going forward. I wish I could give you better technical analysis, my man, but that's something where the liquidity is so low that you got to be careful about it. Like, I don't even have much money in Bitget right now. I moved a lot over to KuCoin for a specific trade. But if I go over here to Spot and I go over to Knot, I only got like 500 bucks in here. You're seeing a small amount of trades being done here. Not many, a small amount. Um, but it looks like at least it'd be easy to get in and out of your position, not too much. But it's a slow move up here. So again, if you want to buy, you're gonna have to wait, and you're gonna probably want to have some type of a stop loss there. Or if you don't want to have a stop loss, because sometimes you just want to be just aware of what's going on here, you want to just have your button on the sell button at all times, just in case you want to quickly get out of the position. So, but until then, it's rising up okay. It's in the last few days, it's up like 26%, like you said. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. You want to be continuing to hold it on for a while, and maybe if Bitcoin does break out above this trend line here, this pennant, you could see a really nice rebound on that one as well. Maybe another 20 to 50% at the rate it's moving now. Excuse me. Gosh, I've been outside a lot today doing a lot of yard work, and pollen is in my nose and my eyes and everywhere. Fun story. My dog almost ate a bird that fell out of a tree today, like a little baby bird, whatever you call it, a chick. But I saved it, and then it ran away into the bushes because it can't fly. But at least my dog didn't eat it. It was a little teeny bird though. All right, it had wings, it had fur and stuff like that, but it just couldn't fly just yet. It tried to, but it just did not. Okay, let me put this back over here. Let's go side to side. Because basically, guys, what we're waiting for right now, before I actually do the side to side comparison and talk to you guys a little bit here, we're simply just waiting for a breakout, one way or the other, a breakdown or a breakout. Either one is going to lead to a really good size move here. Now, my fear here is, since tomorrow's Thursday, the day before the CPI data comes out, my fear is that we may have some type of false breakout leading to a catastrophe of a really bad move down here. Because if do I have that picture here for you guys? I don't know if I do. I do have it here. Okay. You can kind of see this one right here as maybe even being an asymmetrical triangle or an ascending triangle. No, it's not ascending triangle. Um, uh, Anything else that might be in here? You might think of it as a pennant. I guess you could say I like a pennant probably best, even though pennant always looks so small for some reason. But what we're in, if we are in this pennant, is a pennant continuation bearish variant, which basically means it's a continuation pattern. We're consolidating before moving back down. The same thing happened here back when there we go. Back when we were in this flag, another continuation pattern. And while we thought we might have break out of it and break above the 200 weekly moving average, it seemed like that was something pretty difficult for us to overcome. So, from a technical standpoint here, guys, going off of the way most people trade, we should be breaking down from this. That doesn't mean we can't break out, because this is Bitcoin, this is extremely volatile. But, just from a technical old mindset person like myself, we should be breaking down from this pattern from a technical standpoint here, okay? Now, we could always pop up above that. I just want you guys to have those stop losses ready and kind of trailing up bit by bit, because we've had a few breakouts lead to some pretty nasty moves down. And if there's going to be any nasty news that comes out this week, it's going to be the CPI data coming out Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Pacific time is going to be 5:30 a.m., okay? So I want you guys just to be aware of that. That's going to really be the big thing that I think that will finally make the NASDAQ have a move. And I think that's why the NASDAQ, or the stock market in general, has not been doing anything. We started off this bear market rally. I was watching CNBC, but I was like, oh my God, this is a bear market rally. This is a good opportunity to buy for short-term returns, right? And then all of a sudden, I got stopped out of my NVIDIA calls after making a decent profit. Not as much as I wanted to, but I made a profit. And then we see the NASDAQ over the last few days just not doing anything. Probably best to go over here, and let's just open up the NASDAQ. There we go. This is the daily chart. Last few days, nothing has been happening. Like, let me see. If we started from when we actually broke out above the 20-day moving average, we've only gone up about 1.65%. We were up as far as like 4%, and then we were as far back as like breaking even here. Not much is happening. We may just be waiting for an opportunity to break out above the 50-day moving average, and maybe that'll be some good news. But we really want to hope that the CPI data coming out this week is going to be good, because if it's really, really bad, basically this is what's going to happen, is the Federal Reserve will have a justification to raise rates at a higher pace. So maybe instead of a 50 basis point increase or another 50 basis point increase for the next two meetings, maybe they say, hey, we need a 0.75 basis hike rate, for this time, then maybe 50%, 50 point basis hike next time. And that could really be a negative for the market here and for the economy as they try to really slow down the prospect of people buying and purchasing stuff, kind of messing with that supply and demand equation there that they've been trying to fix for a while with not much success, if you ask me here. But yeah, that's really the bad sign of why we want the CPI data to be good if you guys want Bitcoin to be more bullish. And then kind of going back to this, we're okay to actually finish off the week in the green and kind of move up stronger. If the CPI data is really, really bad, maybe we can still try to stay above this support level right here. But during the actual day of Friday, you could really start to see things get really nasty there. And the only other caveat I would say there is 1% chance, 5% chance that if the CPI data is very, very bad for the traditional markets and you see the stock market going down like the NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow, maybe Bitcoin decouples from them and it just does nothing. That's like a very small chance. I don't really see it happening, but just in case, that may be a little bit of optimism for us as we try to bounce off of this this Ganfeng level here, the 8-to-1. Could be interesting to see how we bounce out above this. And remember, when we're using Ganfeng levels here, guys, we're only using it after the all-time high. All of the data here beforehand, I know there's like lines that kind of match up and there's lines that kind of match up here. It's not gonna make you're not gonna be using it for this type of stuff. You're just gonna be using it for what we have going forward. And so far, it's a pretty nice level of support that we see. I think when we do have the big crash, so to speak, I think that big crash will most likely happen once we break down below this Ganfeng level. And I think at that same moment in time or that same week, we should also be breaking down below the 200 exponential moving average. That's the 100. There we go. This one here as well. And I could see that happening probably over the next 2 months. I'm not going to try to put too fine of a time frame on here because I don't know if we're going to have a little bit more of a bear market rally here. But, that's what I could see happening over the next few weeks at least if we do have decent CPI data bouncing up a little bit more, then falling down, or if it's just bad CPI data coming down a little bit faster, of course. But that's why Friday is going to be so exciting here. But like, let me get a Bitget very fast. CPI data forecast, perhaps. So here it's going up, it's going up. So this is April. Oh, this is a while from us. Let's see. No, this isn't what we're really looking for. Is there a better graph that shows it? No, it's not giving me what I want. I want to see a forecast. This isn't a forecast. This is kind of showing what's happening so far. It's way past April at this point. I'll try to find one another time so we can kind of look it up here. But yeah, CPI data seems like it's going to be the big thing. Based until then, the Nasdaq's not doing anything at all. Sideways action. Bitcoin, however, is having these really nice swings as whales really just have some fun trading. It looks like. But here we can actually go check out Twitter very fast. Let's go over here. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, they're voting on Luna stuff. Whale trades. There we go. In the last 24 hours, longs were liquidated 32 million. Shorts liquidated about $16 million. And yeah, so the day before, whales were winning. Longs were winning, and then shorts were losing. The day before that, shorts were winning, longs were losing. So it's like a yo-yo right now in effect, guys. So if you guys are wanting to try to play this game here, you basically want to be buying towards the low end of this triangle here, and then selling towards the high end, and then just kind of rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I don't know if there's a tool that actually does that and splits it in half for you guys based on what I'm seeing. I guess I could just eyeball it here. But something to the more of the effect like this. Buy below this level, sell it above it, easy profit, easy, so to speak. But I wouldn't really be taking that risk right now. I know there's some type of tool that does that. I just never use it. Is it the No, I could use a pitchfork to do it, but I don't want to. But yeah, that's going to be the really big thing for us to keep track of here over the next few days, guys, is the CPI data and making sure that we can stay above this trend line. The moment we do, the moment we break down below it, bad things will happen here. All right. Oops, sorry guys, I'm thirsty and got pollen all through my system. What's going on right here? And hey, buddies, Walmart bought the Denver Broncos for $4.65 billion. I know, I saw that. I was surprised. I'm still a pretty big Russell Wilson fan, even though he left Seattle. Right for him, he had no O-line here. But I'm going to be watching him next year, and I wonder how the new management's going to deal with everything. As far as are they going to be more like a Jerry Jones or more like just a background? They're just kind of there making ranking in the dough, so to speak. Let's see. And hey, Josh, think we pump up 33,000 then fall? Yeah, 33,000 would be a false breakout, and that would not be above Bitcoin at this moment in time. We have had a number of false breakouts. That means we break out here, and then run into the 50-day moving average right up here, probably the next few days. And then also run into, which one did I have? Let's get with that one. Well, actually, this level of resistance on this chart is 32,586. But now that we're looking at this is the USD version, not the Tether version. You can see a much different spot where the line is, I guess you would say. All right, what's over here? Let's see. And hey, Matt. Yeah, no worries, Matt. Happy to help you out. If I wasn't poor, I would send you something. Oh, don't worry about it, guys. If you ever want to support the channel, just use my affiliate links down below. They don't really bring in a lot of money, but they give me money and it doesn't require you to have any money, which is kind of nice, right? And that way I can give you guys the products that I like, and all exchanges are free except for like they're all free except for some of the trading fees for leverage trading. So that's the best way you can ever help me out if you guys want to. And what's that here? And sorry guys, again, I have contacts in, but they're not my normal glasses. I was outside doing yard work, and usually glasses, like the pollen sticks to my glasses, so I don't want to deal with it. And I had my good old, sunglasses out here. And I never wear these Ray-Bans. I have Ray-Bans. I have a bunch of Ray-Bans, and I have a bunch of Burberrys. I love Burberrys, but Ray-Bans, they just feel weird. I feel arrogant wearing Ray-Bans for some reason. But they are nice. They are nice. And hey, Michael, happy to see you back. Saw a recent tweet from a crypto influencer saying that there is no reason why anyone can't be a millionaire from crypto. Find a coin that will 10x and do it 4 times. Start with $100. Think he's doing it. Challenge to prove it. That'd actually be pretty interesting to see. Maybe I'll do that with Dogelon Mars or something like that. My stream is buffering just a tad. Okay, I think we're still good as far as signal is concerned. It might just be my internet connection today. I'll figure it out. But I can definitely see that happening there. You just make a few good investments. I like the slower, like, trading the cycle type of thing. But overall, guys, if you guys did want to do that, there are plenty of coins out there. I told you guys how I find those types of coins personally. Everybody has their own strategy, and look at a bunch of people's strategies, not just my own. My strategy to find coins that have the potential to have some stronger moves down the road is to Logie. I think my dog's having a nightmare. Is to go over here to coinmarketcap.com, go over to filters, go to add filter. Normally, I like the price to be under a penny, just because people tend to think that those type of coins can go well above $1 and stuff like that, so they can imagine profits being a lot easier. Basically, the reason behind this is if I have a bajillion coins, right? And then the price gets to $1, and then they can imagine exactly how many bajillion coins they can have in US dollars. So if I have 50,000 coins that are under a penny, as soon as they hit $1, now I have $50,000, right? So if I had millions of coins under $1, as soon as that price hits $1, then the coins are worth $1 million, right, or millions of dollars. So apply filter. Probably best for market cap. So you guys can go under a billion. I like to go under 500 million. That's just my personal thing. 500 million right there. And then you hit show results. And then you see a whole bunch of coins down here. I like to just pop some money into these coins once I do a little bit of due diligence and see what they're actually doing and seeing if they have any, if they have a good opportunity to kind of boom up later on. A lot of the coins right here, I've bought, I think at this point over the last few days, I don't have large positions in these coins, just like, under $100, 100, $200 normally. Except for Doge on Mars, I'm putting like $500 into that one. But everything here, if it's, I like to buy a little bit of it. I have some Spell Token, I have some XYO, I have some Telecoin now, I have some Dent, Reserve Rights, even some of the coins like Link that I don't even think is going to really go anywhere. I've still invested in it just to see where it goes from here, right? Oracle of Tron's ecosystem. I don't know. I like Tron. So, you know what? I was just giving it a chance. We'll see how it works out. I thought the website was pretty boring. It didn't really excite me. I read the white paper on this one and it seemed okay. But yeah, so, it's okay. It's okay. But that still made me pop in like I think $100 into it just to see where it went from there. So be careful with what you guys invest in as far as these lower market cap coins. However, this is one of the strategies I use to find different coins out here. I'm pretty heavily leveled up here in Storm X2 now. I think I have over $1,000 in this one over the last few weeks. This one has been bought up a lot by whales, I think, so I've been kind of watching it closely. If you want to buy some Terra Classic, it still has a higher market cap than my STMX, but that's some of the coins down here as well. So, Verge, there's a lot of opportunities here. But the main point when I'm buying some of these coins, I can move up a good amount. I'm usually looking for coins that basically just have a lower market cap. That's the number one thing. Now, my perfect coin would be something like Dogecoin from a couple years ago, but I do not see a low market cap coin on Robinhood at this point in time that makes me feel really excited about buying it. All the coins they've been adding up on the last few months have all been very high market cap coins. So think of it like this. What's the coin they have on their Compound? So Compound right here has a market cap of 400 million. I think that's the lowest market cap coin Coinbase has, or to me, Robinhood has on their app. And then on top of that, it's at $55. People normally want to have a bajillion of coins rather than just a portion of one coin. Think of it like Bitcoin. People don't want to buy one Bitcoin. They want to buy like a quarter of a Bitcoin or something like that because it's so expensive. People don't really want to be buying loads of this type of stuff. Even though during the last rally, during altcoin season, it did have a nice boom up to like almost $1,000 or so. What was it? $854, and now it's at $50, right? And that's because of Robinhood. So if Robinhood during this bear market, however long we're down here, if they actually start to put more coins on their exchange, how'd my portfolio do? It's up $0.00 today, but somehow up 0.828%. Crypto. So if they can find a way to get some lower market cap coins on there, I'd be very, very happy to just flat out. I would actually just buy it in Robinhood and just load up on those specific coins and be very, very happy with them. But look at the market caps here: 561 billion, 200 billion, 12 billion, 13 billion, 10 billion, 5 billion, 4 billion, 4 billion, 3 billion, 2 billion, or 3 billion, 1 billion, 400 million, and that's Compound, right? So I might buy some Compound down the road, but I want something with a lower market cap that's under a penny. If that shows up on Robinhood, I will just let you guys know flat out. I will invest probably like $2,000 into that coin, right then and there, minimum, and then I'll be hoping for at least like 10,000% returns. But again, they're not really doing much on their crypto front. I'm really surprised how lazy they're being as far as updating more crypto to their system. I wish they would have just bought an exchange outright and then just did everything the right way. Because I own a little bit of Robinhood stock now, and so far they've just been kind of lagging and lagging and lagging. And I've been looking for more opportunities to buy more and more and more of their stock for the long term because their stock is only valued at 7.73 billion. There's a lot of crypto coins valued higher than their than their own company's stock, which is kind of hilarious when you think about it. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing I'm eyeballing right now. I'm patiently waiting. I just really wanted to just them to do something really nice that I could see some type of coin on there that I can really be happy to buy up. All right. Let's see. And hey, Rob. Hey, Michael. Love your channel. I would even say you're the best on YouTube TA. I appreciate it, my man. Not as exciting as other people, but I try to give you guys some decent technical analysis here. And what is my take on Solana? Is it dead or just oversold? Will it be the next Luna? Curious on your take on SOL. So right now, as far as Solana is concerned, I am very cautious about buying it. If anything, I'm salivating over the next crash because I think there may be some type of thing that goes wrong with their algorithm, whatever it may be, and that may be an opening for me to short it down. So I'm not really optimistic about it. It doesn't mean it can't fix all the problems and continue going on as normal. I just think that now that Solana has bled a little bit, you're starting to see some whales that might try to tank the market, and Solana specifically. They're now like, ooh, let's see what we can do to mess this thing up, and they may pay somebody a bunch of money because they're going to be making even more money off of that, and they may do a coordinated attack against it, really causing it to crash. Now, I don't think it's going to be something similar to Luna. I think you may see Solana drop down like a good amount, like maybe 80% from where it is now if things get really, really bad. I don't think it's going to be something that goes flat out to zero and where you start to see exchanges really just like delisted all the way. I think it could just have a real natural crash where it still stays alive. I'm not optimistic about it at all at this point. It's just that, it's just a lot of times when you see blood in the water, so to speak. I gave you guys that analogy about football the other day. About I was a lineman in high school football, the glory days, as I guess people call them. And when I was doing a field goal block, I got trounced by a double team, and I just got annihilated. I flew back. And then the next day during film, coach was saying, Michael, since you got annihilated there, guess what? You're going to see a lot more double teams as people try to get through you to get to the ball. And then that's what's going to be happening with Solana. You're going to start to see those people that want to see it crash try to look for ways to bring it down in a way where they can short it and make a bunch of money, pretty much, right? And you saw something happen similar with Luna, but except for Luna had other issues with UST and depegging and more complicated things. So like, oh geez, I didn't spell that right, but that's okay. So this was on May 3rd, so a few days ago. Actually, more than a few days ago here as well. But so on April 30th, Solana's mainnet beta cluster suffered a 7-hour outage caused by stalled consensus. Below is an investigation into the cause of the outage and the steps the core developers are taking to increase network resiliency and stability. As they figure out what these problems are, I'm sure that there are people out there with a lot of money, a lot of influence, that are going to be looking for ways to use this information to bring it down. Not this article, but the information they find out, right? And they might try to make money by pushing this thing down. So, I'm not confident enough to long it with any amount of my capital. I don't even, well, I'd feel okay day trading or maybe even doing a short-term swing trade with a stop loss. But overall, I don't feel any need to be holding Solana for a long-term position at this point in time. I think it'd be too high of a risk right now based off of the stuff I just kind of talked to you guys about. It may be fun to trade. I think it'll be very, 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 very fun to short, but longing is just not really what I'm optimistic about here. So let's go over here very fast and let's just open up Solana. More tutorials. Where is Solana on here? Is it on here? Got way too many. Okay, there it is. Yeah, see how everything's kind of been rebounding a little bit over the past few days, right? Ethereum hasn't been rebounding, actually. That's not too good. But, ADA has been rebounding. Bitcoin itself has been coming up a little bit more. Ethereum Classic up a little bit more. That's dollar index. XRP up a little bit more. STMX a little bit more. Shiba up a little bit more. FTM a little bit more. Matic up a little bit more, right? So you're seeing a little consistency there. Everything's kind of looking like it wants to teeter down all of a sudden now, though. But Solana looks much, much worse. In fact, it actually broke down below the lows of the big crash, right? Just temporarily, but we did. So what I'd be looking at right now is, for Solana from a technical standpoint here, either we're going to break out above the 20-day moving average and have a nice little pop, maybe back up to $47 or so, which is no small feat. That'd be bringing us back up here towards like 25% profit. Or we're going to continue to grind down here until one day Bitcoin breaks down below its pattern right here, breaking down below the gain fan and possibly the 200 exponential moving average on the weekly chart. Leading this, if we go back to the weekly chart, coming all the way back down here at least to about another 50% down to maybe like sub $20, which would be fantastic if you're shorting it, because let's say I open up like a 20, and let's just say for you guys a 10x leverage play. So 10x leverage, let's say we don't even fall back down all the way down here, we just kind of fall down to this level of support. That's like 46%, 47%, 46 times 20x leverage. That's a profit of about 920% right there, and I would love to short it down. And I feel more confident saying that Solana is going to be going down here to $21 than Solana coming all the way back up here to like $100 or something like that, or maybe even just up to $70, even $60. So I'm not optimistic about it. It doesn't look good to me. From a technical standpoint, maybe you might see something good. As far as a level of resistance, though, be careful, because I could see a level of resistance really popping up right here if we do manage to break out above that 20-day moving average. Pop as high as $54, maybe, and then getting rejected back down here, possibly by the 50-day moving average here as well. But, you know, it doesn't look too good. You can tell that investors are pretty spooked about it, and I think what you may see is more day traders taking over control of this, as regular investors that want to buy and hold for long term, they kind of slowly start pulling back out of this type of trade here. But more that's more bearish than anything else I'm looking at right now as far on my radar. That's the most bearish coin I'm looking at right now, unfortunately. On how's the internet doing? Uploading at 8 Mbps. Okay, so fine. And what's right here? And here we go. Which coins will 10x though? That's the question. For me, it's all diving into what they actually do, and it means reading a lot of white papers. But you can practically just skim the white paper, and you just want to make sure the website's fine. An easy way to tell if a coin's going to do well or not do well, but an easy way to filter out coins is by just going over to a website and just being like, hey, I don't know, we're not going to use compound here, but I don't know, maybe just kind of go into the no man's land here of coinmarketcap.com where nobody ever goes. 12, 14, one more, guys, 15, okay. Where you just have, I think it's like $1 million market cap, 1 million market caps, very, very tiny market cap coins here. All these coins are referred to normally as like shit coins. Oops, my bad. But I don't know. I don't know. Wow. Snap. Oh, wow swap. Okay. So let's go over here very fast. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's yellow. And basically, you just want to skim the website first of all to make sure there's no. It looks okay. It looks decent, and there's no typos here. Um, Partners and investors, info, trade, earn, media kit, media kit. Why do I need their media kit? Now I downloaded this by accident. Jeez. Okay. Well, I'll delete that later on. Can I not delete this? Remove. I can't remove it. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'll figure it out later on. Audit report. So it looks like they have some stuff in here. I guess that make it like it look okay. But you want to be kind of doing this like very, very fast, or not too fast, but you want to be looking in here and be like, okay, their website looks legit. Now I can start diving into the white paper and stuff like that. Every time I skim a coin, since I've done it a few times now, it probably takes me about 10 to 20 minutes per coin to see how everything is if I want to actually invest in it. And that 15 to 20 minutes usually will justify anywhere from $100 to $200 for me. So maybe for a lot of you guys, maybe you want anywhere from like 20 to 50 bucks, right? Because I'm doing this with like over 100 coins. I'm loading up on a lot of coins that I see on KuCoin that have low market caps, and a lot that I see on Bitget with low market caps, all hoping that they can have a good rally once this bear market's over, right? But I don't know, White Heart. It's 116 bucks. Not something I would ever buy because it's just too expensive. Not from a market cap perspective, but from a regular perspective, a new investor perspective. Hedge contracts by White Heart help DeFi users to protect value of their holdings in Ethereum and wrapped Bitcoin. Red Cross of Crypto. I would not invest in this. Like they didn't even build out a proper website. Hedge contracts as new financial primitive for automated on-chain hedging and crypto stocks. They need to really do some work before they start doing this. Yeah, maybe Twitter. So these tweets are protected, so I guess they shut down or something. I don't know. Only approved followers, I guess. That doesn't make me feel really comfortable investing in anything like that. So like just like that, looking at that for like I don't know. I mean, I took a little bit longer for you guys, but that would have taken me like 2 minutes max to be like, oh, that's trash. I'm not investing in that right now. Okay, maybe one day they're worth investing in, but I'm not going to take the risk when a low market cap coin like that. All right. Oh, at this point, guys, Bitcoin's coming down here a little bit too. Still kind of grinding down, getting closer and closer to that trend line there, though. Probably let's go here for the hour. I was hoping that Bitcoin might have a breakout while we were live, but nope. It's still kind of been trucking down here bit by bit. Maybe a 15-minute chart here. No, it doesn't work out too well. 1 minute will be fine. There we are. But yeah, that kind of explains it right there. As far as how do you find coins, it's not as hard as you think, but you're never gonna know which coin is gonna blow up. I didn't have the craziest of high expectations when I bought Dogecoin. I was expecting it to be anywhere from like 1,000% increase during the next rally to like 5,000% on the very, very highest end of my possible imaginations, and Dogecoin up like 20,000%. So sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. The majority of your time, you just get it meh, which means good money. But sometimes you lose a little bunch of money on there as well. You got to be careful with them, which is why the majority of people put their money in safer coins. Let's see. Let's see. And hey, Pavan, what does liquidation mean? If you're trading, liquidation means that your risk is too high, or you don't have enough money to cover the trade that you're doing if it's with leverage. And so to protect yourself, your coins are liquidated. Your position is liquidated, which means they sell your position without your warning, basically, or how do I say this? They sell your position and they take whatever money would have been owed to them as the coin was lost money. How do I say this a better way? So when you borrow money from an exchange, right? Um, you have margin. And if that margin gets too high because you're losing so much money that they're afraid you're not going to be able to pay them back if you go really into the negative there, what they'll do is they'll liquidate the position if your margin usually gets over 70%. And then what happens is they sell the entire position and they take the entire trade's worth of value for themselves. So you normally don't want to have liquidation happen to you. It's a really bad thing to happen. Usually liquidation only happens to inexperienced traders or those traders who are going in all for one big bet, and it's either make or break type of trades where they're doing it with small amounts of capital over and over and over again. So for instance here, no, I won't go into it more, but yeah, you don't want to be liquidated. It basically means that the exchange is selling your position to make sure that you don't lose them money, because you're borrowing money when you trade with leverage. If you're doing spot trading, you're never going to have to worry about being liquidated. You're not going to have to worry about it. Let's see. And hey, Babyfish, happy to see you back as well. Yeah, no worries, Michael. Happy to see you back, definitely. Uh, I wonder how you feel about those Denver Broncos now. They got my Russell Wilson. Um, right here. And hey, Ken, Mike, I highly encourage you to do a weekly podcast. I do not know how to do a podcast. I have friends that do a podcast, and maybe I can ask them exactly how to do it. but I have no idea how to do podcasts, or I'm not even sure if I have the time to do podcast. Maybe like a half an hour podcast every half an hour podcast every Saturday or something. I could try to do that in the summer, but it wouldn't be based on solely technical analysis. It might be like 5 minutes of general talking because you guys can't really see what's going on, right? I think. Can you only listen to podcasts? I know there's the Joe Rogan podcast, but there's a video for it now, but I'm not entirely sure. But if you guys are just listening, I would basically tell you guys some like just numbers of resistance and support levels, and then I might try to find a coin of interest or a deep dive into this coin, deep dive into what this coin is trying to do. That's probably where it probably end up going at that point, because for most technical analysis, of course, you guys want to be able to see what I'm doing, and I have this planned out for next Monday because I tried to go into this daily crypto update thing and it crashed and burned because I didn't have the time, because every editor that I tried to find just flat out sucked. And they were worse than I am, and I consider myself an okay editor. It was not fun for me to have to deal with that. So what I'm going to start doing back over here on Monday is just do a quick 5 minute video, 5 to 8 minute video every single day, purely on technical analysis. This will probably be Sunday through Sunday, Saturday through Sunday, Sunday through Sunday, and that'll be it for the technical analysis daily thing. If I find any interesting news, I'll be posting a news video as well. My trick here is, though, you guys know for YouTube, they will only let me use 3 notifications a day, so I can only put out about 3 videos a day on a rolling pattern, basically. Because every time I move it, the 24 hours kind of shifts a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more until I have to reset it all again. Would be an easier way to do this. So 1 technical analysis video notification, 1 notifications for my daily streams, which you guys are watching right now, and then maybe a 3rd video on something that I see kind of throughout the day type of effect, right? And I think that'll be good. Tomorrow I'm going to be having a stream, and then tomorrow I'll be doing the daily update video, and then tomorrow what I'll also be doing here is I have a video just more for fun here, because some of you guys have been asking me how to do this properly, and kind of make it a little bit easier for yourself. I have a video coming out tomorrow. Well, yeah, it's about how to trade at work without getting fired from your boss, basically. Right? And the goal is to teach you guys how to do all the prep work before you start going to work, and that way when you're at work, you're basically just waiting for a buzzer to tell you to buy, or you're waiting for a buzz to tell you that your limit order actually hit, and then you're just waiting for waiting to finish off the trade yourself by either going to the bathroom or trading at your desk, if that's what you're able to do if your boss isn't watching. So but I will be putting out more videos besides that as well, but I'm also working on that like 4-hour tutorial video to teach you guys how to trade as best as I can. I'm going to be working on that as well. And then I'm going to be also changing one of my friend's tutorials around a little bit to do more of a day trading tutorial. I have a friend that I don't really talk to him too much anymore, but he gave me one of his tutorials to kind of look over and see if I could help him back in the day. So I'm going to see if I can make adjustments to it, or make a lot of adjustments to it, or not even. I'm going to use it as inspiration for a specific day trading tutorial. The tutorial I'm going to be doing right now is kind of overarching of everything, but there's going to be a specific one as far as day trading is concerned. Like, I don't even like, I did a budget video. I'm trying to do a budget video for you guys here today, going over one of the old budgets. This is an old budget I had from 2015 when I was working in corporate America, and stuff like this. But I'm going to try to do some videos like that, and I'm all over the place today. Jeez, I need to take my ADHD medication. But yeah, free monthly budget set up. What is this? Oh, right here. Jesus, yeah. But right now I'm on slide maybe 30, no, 40, maybe no, right here. Okay, 43 right now. And trying to break down everything that you guys need to do, but it's going to get harder and harder and harder. But what I want to be able to do for this guy is on his stuff is, do I even have it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, TKE's day trading chart analysis. Like it's kind of all over the place and messy. I'm gonna try to organize it a little bit better so you guys can understand it. by using my own technical analysis and kind of using better graphics and stuff like this. But this does have some kind of tools here, which I think a lot of people will like. Um, the only thing with this is if you wanted to get this back in the day, well, I think even still, he has a paid Discord channel, and he charges like $100 a month just to be in it, and it's kind of crazy. People do it. People make money off of it sometimes, if you know what you're doing. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to do that as well. But that's more of a summer project. Right now, I'm really just trying to figure out this longer term technical analysis where I break down everything possible. Because for that, before I go back into what I was talking to you guys about before, um, for this video that I'm making, it's gonna take me a while to make. It's like you're gonna be learning about stocks, options, crypto, candlestick patterns, chart patterns, Fibonacci retracements, Fibonacci extensions, Fib channels, pitchforks, Gann fan, Gann box, trend regressions, Elliott waves, indicator strategies, trading platforms, charting platforms, scanner settings, excuse me, order flow, option order flow, algorithms, bots, copy trading, IPOs, leverage trading, exchange offers, dividends and staking, fib circles, even more stuff that I'm gonna have to all try to do down and kind of hammer down. So it's gonna take forever. But after it's done, after it's done rendering for like weeks on end or whatever, how long it takes to render, that's when I think you guys will have a fun time watching it. But the majority of people on that watch tutorials never actually watch the entire tutorial. I have a lot of friends that deal with tutorials on YouTube, and they have some have channels of hundreds of thousands. I even know people that have millions of subscribers. They don't have people don't watch tutorials usually all the way through, and then they end up having questions about why something is wrong. So I've been wondering about that for such a long time, but it seems like the majority of people, no matter how many views the tutorials get, some only get a few, some get a lot. Nobody is ever actually watching the entire video, and it's pretty interesting to kind of learn that. So I'm trying to adjust everything with that mindset, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up chapters in all these tutorials like I do now, where if you guys don't want to see the whole thing, you guys just want to see the technical analysis aspect of it. Maybe you guys want to skip the crypto part of it. You just want to look at the stock part of it, whatever. I'm going to make that easier for you guys to just watch only what you guys want to. Because I thought people, like, when I watch a tutorial, I usually watch it from beginning to end. Well, but not everybody is like me. I have too much free time on my hands, right? And Tectonic now has a low market cap. There you go. As long as it has a good utility, you think it can prosper, and it's on a good amount of exchanges, it can do really well in the future. Let's see. And Lena is Luna's sister. Oh, jeez. Uh, well, there you go. If you believe in it, toss some money. Just be careful, guys. If you guys are hopping into these coins that have very low market caps, they are a lot more risky than if you guys just bought Bitcoin. I want to make sure you guys understand that. Much more risky if you go and kaput. All right. Let's see. And hey, Kyle, take their money. There you go. Um, and hey, Ken, I'd rather listen to you than Peter Schiff or Rich Dad once a week. What do you call? I haven't seen Peter Schiff in such a long time. I know his son likes crypto a lot. I haven't listened to Rich Dad guy in a while. Rob Kiyosaki, whatever it is. I read that book a long time ago, and I liked a lot of aspects of it. I know it wasn't 100% real, but I did like the book. I read it on a couple flights. I read it like maybe 4 times. Uh, More about how to just start making sure I save. For me, one of the interesting things is like growing up really poor is that I lived in the ghetto, and not a nice ghetto, like the ghetto that has tons of shots going off every week, right, or every day. But I noticed that people would get their money and they would immediately spend it on the nice TVs, nice stereo systems, nice little rims for the cars and stuff like that, but not really focusing on getting out of the ghetto. And that's where all of my money kind of went to after I got to college, making sure I didn't end up back in the ghetto and I had a good amount of savings. I need savings all the time. Nowadays, it's in case anything bad happens to Loki, because I know I have to have a deposit or something like that for his dog insurance or whatever it is. But or I don't know, something really bad happens. I don't know what. I go to the hospital. I don't know. But yeah, I really try to save and put my money in the right spot. Not as much as I probably should with the income I have, but I'm usually saving up a lot these days, not just for savings. I'm doing a lot for vacations, and saving up for the move to Nicaragua next year. Let me start here. Um, And hey, Elizabeth, what about member videos? I actually have a member video coming out tomorrow. There's not as many notifications about those for some reason, but what I'm doing right now, I was actually going to make a video about it tomorrow, and then put the other video about out Sunday or Saturday. But I figured I'd just put out the video tomorrow, which is Thursday. Yeah. So you guys can kind of, let me see if I can move my head out of the way very fast. So you guys see all this stuff on the right hand side. Maybe let me zoom in a little bit more. So you see all this stuff right here. Well, what I'm taking the time to do right now, and I'm doing tomorrow morning here. Tomorrow morning is gonna be a video about Apple and another video about I think Facebook. No, just Facebook. Sorry. I haven't been doing as many videos because the market's just been completely choppy. When they're choppy like that, there's no breakouts happening, so there's no reason for me to make a video. But you see this little tab here called YouTube Breakouts. All right. And there's everything from PM, Apple, Microsoft, Intel, MU, JPM, Visa, Microsoft, PNC, whatever it is. And for each one of these stocks, the way we're going to be doing it, which I'm pretty excited about, we're going to be doing technical analysis on every single one of these. And I want you guys to have all of these stocks, technical analysis done on your own trading view charts. I'm going to be looking to see if there's a way for me to share the technical analysis with you guys. I don't know if there is, but I'm going to try to contact TradingView to see if they can start working on it if they haven't already. And the goal here is whenever we have a breakout occurring on here, I'll be doing updates as needed on all of these videos, right? Like the only thing I saw breakout recently was ZOM, gas, CVX, gas, oil prices. And so we'll have a list of about 15 to 20 stocks that we go over every single week. And as needed, when there's a breakout happening, you guys will know exactly what to do. You guys will have all the technical analysis done beforehand, and that way it'll help you guys out going further. I've been having to work on this for a little bit of time here, which kind of sucks. But like for the members out there, we'll have technical analysis on PM, LHX, Apple, Microsoft, everything on this list here, NVIDIA, whatever. We just had the NVIDIA trade last week that netted us about 130% profit if you sold all of yours at the one of the price targets. Which I didn't sell all mine at the price target, so I only made like maybe 50% profit, 66% profit, I think it was. Yeah, so overall, because I sold it the next day on the drop. But yeah, so that's going to be the goal here for the members channel, is to really be looking at these specific stocks and any stocks that are high market cap that have options that people want to be adding onto this list as well, especially the Diamond members going forward. So this will be great for all the Sapphire members and the Diamond members. I think Sapphire members can kind of see what we're doing, but Diamond members kind of control which stocks we look at and which stocks are more important, because they are paying the $25 a month, of course. All right, let me zoom back out on this one. This one's a little too zoomed in now. But yeah, so if you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys will know that my recommendations for if you guys want to start hopping into the stock market is not to kind of chase stocks around willy-nilly. It's to find about 10 to 20 stocks that have a higher market cap, that are pretty well known, that have a lot of liquidity, they have a lot of volume, so to speak, so you can get in and out of the positions very fast. And on those specific things, get used to them, understand them, and then, when they break out, you'll have a better understanding of how they move when they break out. And when they break down, you have a better understanding of how they break down, how earnings reports usually are. You'll get to know these companies a lot more than you might want to, but it will make the difference how much money you're making in the market. Like, it really is the difference between you understanding the false breakout and a real breakout occurring, right? Like, I still don't understand false breakouts from Bitcoin because it's just too volatile and there's too many whales here. There are certain stocks that have false breakouts, and there are certain stocks that don't have false breakouts. I usually, if they have a false breakout, they have a history of false breakouts, I don't even bother trading them because it's not worth the risk to me. Those stocks I'm going to show you guys tomorrow, Saturday for the longer video. Those are going to be the ones that are vetted by me, that have good consistent returns because they have nice breakouts every now and again. Like, for instance, let me see if I can just find one here. ZOM is one that's been doing okay over the last few days. All right. So let me get rid of some of these other technicals. We don't have to worry about this too much here. We were talking about a stop loss at that line if we came back down, and it helped us from losing a bunch of money the following day, right? what's the easy way to show this right here? I mean, the last big breakout I think we traded here as a channel was a long time ago. But basically see this little bit of a flag, move up, flag down, breakout, surge. Even if you bought here, you're looking at some great price movement. And at the time, you were using the Apple, the oil surge in price to kind of get this booming up even more. So, for instance, you buy the breakout, you wait like the traditional week before the market started looking really terrible, of course. No, 14 days, 11 days, let's go 11 days. You're up like $8 or 14% or so. That's what I'm going to be doing for us as well. By the end of all this, we're going to have tons of technicals, a bunch of different stuff, and you guys will be able to trade this fairly easily without too much of a hassle going forward. I'm hoping to try to buy some puts on ZOM and stuff like that once the oil market calms down. Excuse me. But that might take a minute the way everything's going on. I know America's having some foreign policy issues right now, which is kind of annoying because it's going to make gas go up even higher until we can kind of reach an agreement with the Saudis. Here's even U.S. oil. Still going up a little bit day by day, unfortunately. But I think we had the Summit of the Americas start off today, but I think there was a boycotted by Mexico or something. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, get ready for way more members videos. Members videos, though, are going to be they're going to be much more structured around like active trading. It took me a while to kind of create this setup, though. So pretty much starting, I want to say Monday after we kind of do this, the Saturday video is kind of more of an overarching thing of what's going on, and me just showing you a brief example of what all these technicals look like. And once as we need them, then I'll be going more in depth every day that there needs to be a talk about a potential breakout occurring or the breakout is actually occurring, if that makes sense. But yeah, my goal is for those membership videos that you guys are paying $5 and $25 a month for it. You guys are going to be able to make your money back easily by just following the trades that I personally am doing. You may win some, you may lose some, but usually I win more than I lose, I guess I would say, since it's my job. Just like with last week with the NVIDIA calls, I made they went up as far as 136%. I sold off half of my position at that point, 40%. And the next day it went down a little bit more. So, I averaged up about like 50-60%. 50-60% of whatever you just invested into those options more than likely cover the $25 if you're a Diamond member or $5 a month if you're a Sapphire member, right? That's the main thing I'm looking forward here. And I think as the videos become more and more popular, and then I get access to giving memberships away for free, I'll give people a taste of making money, and then if they feel like they've made enough money or more than the $5, then they can continue paying the $5 a month or $25 a month, either or, to watch those videos and get an idea of what's going on. And then my goal is in the long term, you guys will be used to my trading style and the tools that I use to be able to do those moves yourself. And if you guys want to continue contributing, awesome. But if you guys feel like you guys can go not full time but continue making a consistent income from there, I'd be very happy with that one as well too. Right? I just don't want to be that YouTuber that's trying to charge you a whole bunch and not providing a bunch of value. I just saw the other day that Crypto Rover on Twitter, he's creating a Telegram group and stuff like that, and I think he's trying to charge you for the first month or something like that. And I'm like, I don't feel like charging you guys for, well, no, I'm charging you guys, but like, for actual good information. Crypto Rover's information is trash, which is why I love talking to you guys about him. And what's right here? And hey, Kyle. But thanks for the question, Elizabeth. I'm glad you asked that because I needed to clarify that too. I have been bought. Stock they dip and sell, went up and make some money the way the bears market. Wait, what? You've been buying up stocks as they went up and you made some money off of it, and then it goes back down due to the bear market? Yeah. Let's see. And hey, Corinne, happy to see you back as well. Yes, like Tectonic. There you go. I don't know if Tectonic is that a coin or a stock, but I don't know if you're talking to me or not. But if it is a stock and you're a member, a Sapphire or Diamond member, I'll definitely consider adding on to the list. Let me see right here. And hey, Dojo, my man, happy to see you back as well. Hey, Kyle. Oh, there you go. Saying hi to him. And hey, Kyle, again. Let me see right here. A little moped. I don't know why it blocks emojis for some reason. There we go. All right. Hey, bro. would you hold all of your coins or sell 20% or 40% and re-enter the market when it goes down? I entered in the crypto when Bitcoin was at $47,000. So at this point in time, you can do that. It really depends on how much further you think Bitcoin's going to go down. If we go down to the 200 weekly moving average, it'll most likely be Bitcoin falling another 25, 26% or so. So here's the weekly chart. This isn't the one I want to go off of. More data. Yeah, more data. Okay. Let's get rid of the 200 EMA here. So if you go off of the theory that normally Bitcoin during its bear markets after reaching all-time highs or a high of significance runs back into the 200 weekly moving averages, right? Maybe here, question mark. Then yeah, you might want to do that and protect yourself a little bit more, of course. Or not protect yourself, but you can buy more coins with that capital down the road. Or what you could do is, because there's a chance we might pop up here pretty soon, I'm not entirely sure. We're waiting for that breakout to occur, whether either this weekend if we have good CPI data or bad CPI data if we break down. You could do that, or you could just continue buying for the long term here. I have Bitcoin I bought over here. I have Bitcoin I bought over here. I have altcoins I bought over here. I have altcoins I bought over here for long term holds. I'm not really selling anything of mine, but I have a lot of capital to continue tossing at crypto, which is kind of my plan here. So if you wanted to do that, you wouldn't want to try to sell everything up here and then try to buy everything back down here. You want to take a little bit more of a gradual approach where you sell some over here, even if it's just portion of your holdings, like you were just saying, not 100%, just like 20 to 40%. What you would want to do here is sell off a portion, right? But then as the price were to continue to come down over time, let's just say, something like that happens, you'd want to be buying a little bit back here, buying a little bit back, even on the little pops, a little bit back here, and a little bit back over here as well. So you want to be, maybe until the point it gets to contact, then you can toss the rest of the money back in there, of course. But usually, you don't want to just be selling everything right here and buying it all back, because we don't have a guarantee at this moment in time that crypto is going to necessarily go back down there. I know history says it will. Trust me, I know. I'm the one that's been yelling it for months at this point, right? But there's still a chance that we don't come into contact with a 200 weekly moving average. So the hedge here is, normally for my hedge is, when we break down below the 100 weekly moving average here, that's when I usually start buying crypto every single day. Buy crypto every single day we're down below. Buy crypto every single day we're down below here. And eventually, when we do go up to our next all-time high, whether you're waiting for this type of high or you're waiting for the big all-time high, you're going to be pretty well set, right? And then if you bought at 47,000, you're still not in a bad position. At least you didn't buy at 69,000 or the $50,000 range. That would have been a lot worse, depending on how much money you actually invested into this. And then if you wanted to get even more specific on it, even like if you wanted to buy like a little bit of money here, a little bit of money here, but you wanted to find a reason to start buying even more, but before you actually hit the 200 weekly moving average, what you could do here then is, most people on the channel know this by now, but you would want to be buying underneath the 200 exponential moving average on the weekly charts. Every single day we're down below this, you want to buy heavy, 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 and then buying a lot on the days we tap and run into the 200 weekly moving average. And then, usually it's because when we break out above this level again after consolidating for a few weeks, we tend to have a nice little pop, right? Pop, pop. We're testing it out now. We actually haven't fallen down below it yet, but it seems like it's a pretty decent level of support, as well as that Ganfeng level we talked about a while ago. There's a Ganfeng level there. There's an 8-to-1 Ganfeng level I had on one of these charts. I don't know where it went, but it's not too important now. Maybe Bitcoin here. Interesting. Is it on this main chart? Oh, wait, this isn't the right chart. This is the Coinbase chart. There we go. Yeah. This Ganfeng level right here also being a big level of support for us. Because normally, guys, like, this is the weekly chart again. Oh, we don't have enough data again. But yeah, the email here, and that should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine from there. little bit of a rocket ship going there for Bitcoin. Let's go back to the hour chart here, hoping for a smaller breakout leading to a larger breakout over the rest of the night. There we go. Okay. But yeah, you can definitely do that. Just be careful. My only thing here is you can't be mad if you sell right now and then Bitcoin pops up to $35,000. You don't want to be chasing it back in because ultimately we're still in a bear market, and there's a good chance that if we hit 35,000, even 40,000 by some crazy metric, we're still going to get rejected hard, and it's going to be a gigantic fake out. So you would, you would be buying high, selling low, buying high again, then selling even lower again, and then ultimately the amount of coins you have at the end of the day is going to be vastly lower than what you currently have, even if you're already at a loss. That's the main worry about doing that strategy. But overall, if you can kind of weather the storm and understand we most likely will be going down and not get FOMO'd into there and not FOMO into any pops that we may have, then yeah, it'll be a good long-term play. Probably best to go what you were talking about though, about 20 to 40%. Not financial advice, but just the general idea of how you might want to be trying to play that out. And hey, Kyle, I've been making some money in the stock market. Yeah, the stock market, I find it way easier to make money in the stock market than the crypto market. Now, I love trading crypto, don't get me wrong, but the stock market is where it's at. And I'm thinking of over the next, well, I don't know exactly when, probably, no, it'll just be for members. I'm just going to focus on stocks for members. I don't have the time to do a whole bunch of other stock videos. And for the members, it'll be much easier for me to teach them because I'll have everything structured so people like Elizabeth who have subscribed to it, or Secret Fish and everybody like that, they will be able to have a clear understanding of what's going on, and it won't be kind of just this stock is moving up, let's follow that one. This stock is moving everywhere, let's follow that one. I don't want to be chasing views. I want to be chasing money, right? Now on YouTube, views is money, but it's not like the YouTube money I make is nothing compared to how much money I make trading. Like you guys, I never shy away of showing you guys how much money I make investing, or I make not investing during YouTube. Like in the last 28 days, my channel was banned for some of those days though, but I only made about $813. That's not much for YouTube, right? Not much at all. So you can see it right there. I think $813. So it's my my I'd rather just teach you guys what I'm doing, and that way I'm doing the same trades as all of you guys or something similar. We can always choose different strike prices depending on how aggressive you guys want to be. I tend to choose more conservative strike prices. Some of you guys do way more aggressive, and then when it booms, you guys make way more money than I do, or percentage wise more money than I do. So, but that's my fault because I'm more conservative. I'm always going to be more conservative as far as a trader is, as far as being a trader. But yeah, that's kind of that's what I'll be doing. And over time, we may add more stocks onto that list. We may take off stocks if they perform poorly. We may, right? If I start to notice a pattern like, whoa, this isn't working out as much as I would like it to, you know what? I might not trade it as much. So that's the honest truth. If it's not making me money, why would I be trading it? And hey, B Supreme, thank you very much for signing for the Sapphire level, my man. I really do appreciate it. Sorry, guys, I have a little bit of a stutter today. And we'll be doing, expect a video tomorrow out about Apple. And then from there, we'll be, Saturday will be the big day as we kind of start all this out. Because it's taken me about a flat out month to figure out how I want to structure these videos for you guys. Because it's not going to be the streaming format. We may actually have member-only streams where only Sapphire and Diamond level Sapphire and Diamond level members can actually watch the videos or comment. I'm not entirely sure. Probably just watch. So I got everything laid out for the most part. Not the streaming part, obviously. I don't think we're going to do streams. But as far as all the videos, tomorrow I'm going to spend the majority of my day in the daytime playing with Loki, of course. But then doing all the technical analysis recordings for the Saturday update. Because that way I have a good idea of what's coming forward, and I'll know how the CPI data is going to affect everything. I wanted to do more videos coming out this week, but then I realized all the technical analysis I give you guys this week, it all depends on the CPI data. It all depends on the CPI data, which is why it's going to be so crucial for everybody to, I mean, you guys don't have to wake up early if you're on the West Coast at 5:30 a.m. if everyone takes no. but you are going to have to be ready to for Friday when the CPI data gets announced. If it's really, really, really bad inflation, you may see the Fed come out and say, hey, we need a 0.75 basis rate hike, or we need a full point hike, leading into the next meeting or something like that. We'll have to wait and see, though. Hopefully it's not too bad. It's probably going to be bad with the gas prices going up. Yeah, no worries, Rocky. And hey, Ryan, Bitcoin dropping overnight. Right now it looks okay. It has an opportunity to break out here on the hour chart on the right-hand side of your screen. I'm looking at the moving averages. I was hopeful that the 4-hour might give us a little bit of a boost yesterday. So, what's the best way to do this? Should I just hide the... Okay, the candles in the way. So I was hoping there'd be an opportunity for us to have a golden cross with a 50 moving average crossing above the 200 on the 4-hour chart. And look at this, the 20 crossed above it just fine. The 50, it just went, and just kind of avoided it altogether. Maybe if we can kind of stay at this level for a little bit longer, and we have just like maybe one more pump as we, as we try to fight off these lower highs here. Let me see if I can just draw it on here. Highlighter, yeah. Oh, there's a magnet on there. So high or low, or excuse me, a high, a lower high, a potential lower high over here maybe. If the price goes up, you may see that golden cross, and then you might see us break out above this specific trend line over here, leading us to retest out the resistance level of about 31,454 or so. And if we're able to break out above that, then yowza, we could have a good little time here. Going off, well, depending on which Fibonacci extension level you guys use, if you're going off of the most recent one here after the low, high, low, you'd be having a price target up here of around 32,193, kind of running into the fact that we have this level of resistance right over here too. Kind of interesting. Might be looking at that one. But if things continue to grind down here over the next few hours, and let's just say, I don't really want to use this trend line here, but if let's say we break down below this one, then yeah, then we might be definitely just coming back down here to consolidate another buying opportunity, just like we had the buying opportunity over here. With a 1 or 2% stop loss, that's going to be the goal there. And you want to have a stop loss. You need to have a stop loss if you're trading right here. So if your spot trader, whether it's like a Bitget or a KuCoin, it doesn't allow you to have a stop loss, if it doesn't allow you, you can always go into the futures market where they do have tons of stop losses there and more tools, because more people trade futures, right? Or they make more money off of futures, so they allocate more resources to it. What you will have to do then is do a 1x leverage, which means you're not borrowing any money, you're not really paying any fees, but you'll have access to those stop losses if you guys want to do that, okay? But yeah, I don't really care about this trend line right here. I care more about the opportunity for us to have a breakout and then try to go back up towards that resistance level of about 31,400 and something-ish, right? Let's see. Over here. There we go. Okay. As we consolidate a little bit more. Just want to wait for one of these breakouts to occur. Oh, excuse me. All right. Let's see. And hey, Saint Arte, I'm an angel. There you go. Hold on one second here. I got to time out. Guys, remember, don't spam. Spamming is not good. I don't like spammers. Spammers on YouTube are freaking crazy. And with the consumer price index reporting on Friday for inflation, there was a lot of consolidation because everyone's waiting for that report. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, nobody wants to buy. Like, if you guys have a normal leverage play, you have a 10x leverage or a 10x short leverage here. If you guess wrong, you're gonna get wrecked, and nobody wants to set themselves up for an opportunity to get wrecked. Right? Nobody wants to see that happen, which is why. Yep. Okay. Loki's over here trying to say hi. But nobody wants to. Nobody wants to put themselves in a position to get wrecked, and there you guys can see Loki now. Yeah. Nobody wants to put themselves in a position to get wrecked. So they're just going to be waiting for the CPI data to come out and then waiting for that breakout or whatever to actually make that trade. And it'll be a lot, you're taking away a lot of the uncertainty in that market. So nobody's going to be willing to take that risk. unless they're really, really aggressive as a trader, which can pay off if you get it right. It can pay off, but if you don't guess it right, you could lose a lot of money. So for me right now, if I was to flip a coin, I'd probably be saying the CPI data is going to be very, very bad, right? So unfortunately, we may be looking to have a tank going into the weekend here. We'll have to see. And hey, Barat, sorry, I can't read your name properly. Morning, buddy. Can we have a look at sand? Yeah, we can take a quick little peek at sand. Thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Let me see right here. Hello. Yeah, okay. Don't need that. That was something. That was something of an extreme low, I guess. Yeah, right now, as far as sand is concerned, it's not really doing anything except for consolidating here. It doesn't even have a nice trend line as a support level like Bitcoin does, because it didn't really have a major crash like Bitcoin did over the past few days. Like I had that little bit of a dip going a little bit further down. So what I'm using for this right now, as far as sand is concerned, is I'm just using a basic Fibonacci retracement level. Okay, sorry. Dog is, there you go. And you can see how we've been holding this level of support right here so far. That Fibonacci level giving us about, what did I just do? There you go. Around $1.28 or so, like a penny and a half lower than where we are now. If we do break down below that level, because Bitcoin is breaking down below right now, you would see us be coming back down to maybe 121 or so. That would probably happen. I can just put this side by side here. Or can I do this side by side? I can, yeah. So if Bitcoin's dropping a few percent here to come back down and test out support, you could be seeing sand coming down here a little bit more, freaking people out a little bit more, calming down about like 5-6% or so. Kind of traditional. Bitcoin's falling down a little bit. You're going to see sand coming down a little bit more, obviously. And then let me get rid of this as well here. It hasn't had much real use for the 20-day moving average or so. You have a level of resistance up here. High point, low point. There you go. And as far as levels of resistance right now, you have one around $1.38, one actually closer to $1.39. Then you also have another one up here of $1.47 as well. So I wouldn't expect it to get much higher than this unless Bitcoin actually broke out above that trend line right here. And that's what you'd be hoping for as far as sand is concerned. It doesn't look... It looks okay, not great. It looks like it wants to fall down, but even if it does fall down, or better yet, it's only going to fall with Bitcoin's blessing. So Bitcoin's going to have to be falling down as well. I would rather be trading this off of Bitcoin's technicals personally, just because so far it doesn't have a solid trend line or a good buying spot like you would have for Bitcoin right now, because again, we didn't have a larger dip that came back down here for us to actually, have 0.1 and then 0.2 showing us our levels of support. The one last thing I would say is if you do want to buy into this at any point in time off of any dip, just use the Fibonacci retracement level. It looks like it's working so far where we have support here. We might have support here over time. Well, I guess if we use this support, yeah, we had some support here, support there, not much of support here except for that candle. So yeah, I'd be using the Fibonacci retracement level going from the lows that we just had May 12th, and the highs we had over here on May 14th, or the highs you might want to use over here from May 31st, depending on which one you want to use. But yeah, overall, it's okay, but you want to wait for Bitcoin to make its move before you really start hopping into this particular coin, as Sand or Mana or any of the other coins, actually. 5. There we go. And hey, Bideford, happy to see you back as well. I just talked to Michael. And hey, Corinda, wanted to say thank you for your help with the WTI stock. Was able to make some money. Hey, that's fantastic. That's really, really good right there. I think you guys will like the new member stuff I'm putting out. It took me a little bit longer than I wanted to set everything up. But now that I'll be doing the technical analysis and everything tomorrow, and I got the video structure kind of formatted, I'm not going to need to do as much pizzazz stuff on the editing side. It'll just be me recording stuff and then talking about it. And Saturday, you're going to probably see just a bunch of videos out there if you remember. So right now I only have like maybe 3 or 4 member videos. Well, I'm not going to do all the videos at once. Like, I'm not going to do all the technical analysis on one video. I'm literally just going to be doing a video of technical analysis this, video of technical analysis this, with the date. and that way you guys can see the daily updates. And so the title will be, I think I decided something like this, Apple Technical Analysis, you know, 6-9, and then at the end of it, I'll have a little dash that says, this could be interesting, or a good short opportunity, a good call opportunity, something like that. So you guys have an idea beforehand, before you watch the video, if you guys even want to watch it. Maybe some of you guys don't want to trade puts, you know, right? So maybe you guys just want to watch the call videos. I'll be able to kind of sort that some of that stuff out for you guys as well. And since you guys are members, and those videos won't actually have any ads on them, so you guys don't have to worry about any of that type of stuff. One of the cool things about being in the partner program is I can turn off ads if I don't want them to be on my videos. If I wasn't in the partner program, YouTube would have ads on automatically, making money without me making the money, right? So I think that'll be a nice little thing for all of you guys, so you guys don't actually have to watch ads to support the channel while actually doing that, because you're paying the $5 or the $25 a month to watch that stuff. Let's see. And hey, Ryan, that dog is huge now. Yeah, Loki's been growing up quite a bit over the last few months here. He's 11 months old right now. He turns a year next month, and I don't know how much he weighs. I need to weigh him, but he's definitely been growing up to be a big boy here with some sharp teeth. He's starting to nip people. Not nip people, I guess, but he's starting to not like getting petted by every random person on the street. So I'm having to be like, hey, don't pet my dog. What's right here? And I know you're not a financial advisor, buddy, but what is a good coin for long now? See if you can advise that, bro. Approach it. So again, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys don't know that. Couple coins that I've been looking at that maybe you want to check out as well has been STMX. They have a really good practical use where you earn rewards by using their products. And then Dogecoin Mars, if you're more into a more of a meme coin type of thing. So if you're looking for utility, I like STMX because it has a very low market cap and it has a good utility. And then if you want something that has, I don't even know what the utility is, but it's a meme coin, but a decent market cap, Dogecoin Mars seems like something good that I'd be willing to buy and hold for a very, very long time. Whenever the next altcoin season is, that's when I'm going to look to sell Dogecoin Mars, right? If we have a part way pump or something like that, maybe I might sell off some, hoping for a little bit of a dip or something happening later on. But I'm most likely going to wait for Dogecoin Mars for probably the next halving, so maybe 2 to 3 years of holding before we have the next big rocket ship in the altcoin season market, or the altcoin market. So those are 2 coins right there. But okay, everybody, I'm going to head off right now. I actually need to go do some late-minute grocery shopping. I need to go grab some duck because I ran out of duck today, and I need to buy a big bag of rice as well. So it's been about 2 hours of me streaming here so far today. I will see you guys tomorrow, which is Thursday. Heads up, Friday morning, I will be up around 5:30 in the morning when the CPA data comes out to do a short 1-hour stream talking about how this will affect the market and watching any big market moves that we may see going forward, okay? So I'll see you guys a little bit later